friends, I'm Daphne from my Golden Thimble, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sew a lettuce hem with your serger and with your sewing machine. The two machines actually have different finishes, so you will be the judge of which one do you think is prettier. And please let me know in the comments. A lettuce hem is a type of seam sewn mostly in the edge of knit garments to emulate the wavy shape of a lettuce leaf. This type of hem is a super cute detail to put in the hem of crop tops, skirts, and even sleeves. So grab your stretchy fabrics and let's do this. I'm going to leave you the step-by-step written tutorial link on our blog in the description of the comments so you can use it as a referral if you have any questions at all about this tutorial. Oh, and before I forget, can you subscribe to our channel?
Okay friend, to make a strong lettuce hem on knits with your sewing machine, we first need to curl the edges of the hems. We do this to avoid any messy edges sticking out between the stitches. That's why we sew over the curled edge instead. Change your stitch into a narrow zigzag stitch with a stitch length of 1.5 and a stitch width of 4. Place your fabric edge under the presser foot and make a few stitches. Then grab the fabric edge from the back with one hand and from the front with the other hand and start sewing. Guide the fabric so the zigzag stitch covers the little fold curve on the edge. The more you stretch the fabric, the wavier your seam will look. Try to be consistent with the amount of stretch you do in each time so you can have an even look. Continue sewing like this until you reach the end. This is the final look of the lettuce hem with a sewing machine. Now let's try doing it with the serger so you can see the difference. Lettuce hems are easier with a serger. No need to curl the fabric edges here. We need to set up our machines to the roll hem serger seam settings. Each machine has its own instructions. I will leave you the instructions for my Juki on the link in the description. Set the differential feet at its lowest setting and the stitch length between 3 or 4. I explain why I choose this length and not a lower one in the full written tutorial. The next thing I do is moving the needle closer to the knife. Then of course you need to remove the left needle, which I already did, using my needle and thread inserted gadget. I'll leave you the link for this tool in the description of this video. And we finally get to sewing. I like to fit the fabric with the edge that curls facing down so it's easier to fit through the machine. Here you don't need to pull the fabric from the back because the differential feet is taking care of the stretching fabric for us. Start fitting the fabric while you use your two fingers to press and stretch the fabric from the front only. On the front, be careful to not apply too much pressure to pull the fabric too hard. Again, the machine does most of the work for us. You only need to stretch the fabric very slightly. And that's it! Can you see why I like the serger finish so much better? Isn't that easier? This is how it will look if you make the lettuce hem on your serger machine. And this is how it looks if you make it on your sewing machine. Please let me know in the comments which one do you like better. I'm so excited to see what you achieved with this tutorial. Please take a picture and tag me on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok so I can praise your work and feature you in our vlog. Happy sewing, friend!